Hey guys, and welcome along to another video. To all you regular viewers of the channel, welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. We cover all sorts of GT sport related content here, so if this is a bit of you, please consider subscribing. Once you guys subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell icon next to it as well to receive notifications when new videos are published on the channel. That way you won't miss a thing. Today's video is something a little different, but the start of a regular feature on the channel, I hope. We've got a 3-race series against South African best team Kutaragi Resu. The first race is here at Magyar, and I'll let you know more of the details once the race settles down. So, coming into the first corner, I've qualified in 7th. One of my teammates for Buki hits me up the arse on the way in. I'm not sure that's how it was supposed to go. I thought we were on the same team, but all is not lost. We hold on to 7th here and we continue making our way round. So a few more details about this race series. As I say, it's a 3-race series against a South African based team called Kutaragi Resu. The first race here is at Magyar, then we're going to head over to Brazil to Interlagos, and then we're going to finish up at Dragon Trail Gardens. All of the races are going to be in GR3. They're going to be half an hour long, small, medium and hard tyres available. Fuel usage is going to be on as well, which should open up the door to plenty of strategy. The winner will be decided by who has got the most points collectively as a team at the end of the 3rd race. It's going to be F1 style points, so 25 points for first, all the way down to 1 point for that person who finished in 10th. And I think it's going to be really interesting. It'll be a great series. I think it'll be lots of fun. That's why I'm in the chase cam with some assists on, because it's a fun thing. I want to make sure I'm racing at my best and just representing my own team quite well. So speaking of my team, I best introduce you to who is joining us for the series. So these are all going to be names that you know. These guys have been with the channel from the start, and they're the quickest probably racers that do follow the channel. So we've got Dan the man who qualified in pole, we've got Dr. Rob, Stevie A, we've got Lukman, Fabuki, Taz and the Gibram. As I say, these are all names that you will know if you follow my subscriber series, and these are the guys that I've entrusted to bring home the win for our team. So, getting back to the race now, we're on lap number 2. Things are looking good for us at the moment, with Dan the man out in front, Stevie A in 2nd and Dr. Rob in 3rd. You can see him up ahead there. We're in 6th, just being a bit more conservative, letting the race come to us a little bit. We're going to be on a 2-stopper today. We started on softs, we're going to get 2 stops, and we're hopefully going to let the race come to us later on. So up ahead you're going to see Dr. Rob gets it wildly out of shape here, loses loads of momentum coming up the hill. He's going to lose that 3rd place and potentially 4th, but no, the South African there finds himself in the wall, must have been distracted by Dr. Rob. We're just going to tuck him behind him, we're not going to make a move here. I get out the throttle. Dr. Rob is much faster than me on this track, so I'm just not going to challenge him for him. In a team environment it just doesn't make sense. But by doing that, I've been way too conservative and found myself losing 5th place. A bit of contact here. The denied profit there gets a penalty for that. I'm not sure it's warranted, but he gets a penalty nonetheless. Our short-term aim now is to get back with him and get that place back. As I can see Dr. Rob up in the distance there, putting pressure, hopefully picking up that 3rd. We join the action again a little bit later on in the lap. The South African in front gets it all wrong. We end up hitting him up the arse a little bit there, but we make the pass. I think he's binned it. Oh no, he's just slowed right down. And up ahead you're going to see Dr. Rob up alongside the guy in 3rd, and he's going to take it. So it's looking good for the team at the moment. We've got 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 5th. I think it's time now to kind of hunker down a little bit, see if we can keep the gap to behind at the level it's at, maybe pull away a little bit, and hopefully not lose any time to the South African in 4th there. So we're going to just keep circulating now and get to 20 minutes remaining, where we're going to come in and change these softs and get some more fuel on board. So we've made it successfully to the end of the stint here. We've lost about a second to the guy in front, but held firm with the guy behind. So we're going to come in, get a new set of boots and top up. So we've actually only put in 82% of fuel. Dan, the man in front's gone 100, so he may well be trying to go to the end with a bit of fuel saving. So we are now in 1st, I think we're in 4th as well, and 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. So things are looking good, but I need to start thinking about getting past Dan the man and the jib ram in front, and I can't see who's in front there. I think it may well be Fabuki or Lukman, because we're on a different strategy to these guys, so we need to pass them pretty soon. So we've fast forwarded to the end of the lap now, and we're going to start coming through them. So Dan the man's just going to kindly get off the racing line, as he's a bit heavier. We're going to come through past him, as the 2 South African guys I forgot to mention have pitted. So now we occupy 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. As I make my way past Lukman here, the jib ram is next. So we're just going to sit in this slipstream here and then come down the outside, coming into this sweeping and then ever tightening right hander. So we've got Stevie A, Dr. Rob and then myself. It's important to just start pumping in these quick lap times, as when it's all said and done and the dust begins to settle and we understand where we are in comparison with the South African guys, we'll be in the best chances possible to be in a favourable position. I noticed as well they were on softs, so they've gone a lap later on their softs and not lost too much time, so that could come back to haunt us at the end of this stint, as their tyres will be a lap younger. But we shall see. Lap 8 now, coming down the back straight. Fabuki and the jib ram, I keep saying Fabuki, Lukman and the jib ram have come in. Dan the man has done all he can, but have been overtaken by the South African guys now, so things look a lot different. We've got Stevie A, Dr. Rob and myself. As you can see there, I'm beginning to struggle on my tyres a little bit, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 South African guys behind us. It was 5 seconds, but the gap is beginning to close, especially with that mistake I just made, and also they're on a lap younger set of tyres. So I'm just going to try and keep my head down to the end of this stint and get through to the final one. So a couple of laps later now, we're on the final lap of this stint. We'll be coming in at the end of this lap, and the Bullstein is going to have a run on us. He's taken 2.5 seconds out of us, so we're going to go ultra defensive here. He's not going to be able to come around the outside of us, I don't think. I come in and I've managed to keep the position, but I need to scrub off this penalty, so I'm going to scrub off this penalty. He's going to go by. You can just see how much my tyres have been devastated, so I'm contemplating going to mediums, but I'm going to stay on softs. I don't want to go to mediums at this point, so we're just going to try and keep it together for the rest of this lap, not lose too much more time, and let's get those new boots on and into the final stint of this race. So last pit stop done, and we come out behind Quintas. He must have put on less fuel than us or saved some more, but it's incredibly important to get past him, so I go wide to get the inside line here out of this corner, So we've managed to make the pass straight away. So now the key is going to be to keep him behind us. So as we come down here onto one of the longer straights, we've managed to pull a bit of a gap to him. He's got that penalty as well. And just looking up to the front there, you've got Dr. Rob, the Bullstein and Stevie. At the moment they're our top three. But that little bit of a gap we had have just eroded as we come through the S's here. Before we come up the hill, unless we get a bit of a gap on him, it looks like he might have a run in our slipstream. He's really close, within half a second. And that Mercedes has got some serious grunt as well. So I'm going to take it to the inside here, go mega defensive. If he's going to come past us, he's going to have to go a long way round. Down the outside he tries, we've got the inside line, and out we come. Successfully defended the move, happy with that. So we live to fight another day. That fight is going to come sooner rather than later. As we come down the start-finish straight, that Mercedes with all that grunt is going to be right behind us. Go defensive again as we come out in front of another South African as well. But again, we've managed to pull it off with some decent defensive driving. But now we've got two of them behind us. The guy not directly behind us, but behind that is going to have fresh tyres as well, so I'm anticipating a big battle on my hands. How long can I hold on to this third place? Coming over the crest of the hill here, we have to go defensive again. Quintas is going to try and come down the outside, but he's not going to be close enough to make the move again this time round. So they're beginning to queue up behind us now. The pressure is ramping up. Here we are again, deja vu. Quintas in our slipstream, coming over the crest of the hill here, down into the corkscrew curve. We're going to successfully defend it, but then we've just gone too deep and we're going to end up on the gravel, letting both of them through. Oh, what a nightmare. I didn't know how much longer I'd be able to hold them off, but the benefit of it was I managed to at least gain a few seconds in Dr. Rob's favour, so they've got less chance of catching him up and stealing that second place from him. Our tyres, as well to note, have taken an absolute battering during this. Thankfully we're only going to have a couple of laps left, but there's another South African guy here about 3 seconds behind us, who I would assume is going to smell some blood. So we've got a minute and a half to go. We're on the penultimate lap here, and you can see I've managed to hang on to the guy in fourth, and Dan the Man and the Gibram are making moves and flying up the field. My tyres are absolutely done, as you can see, as I run wide here, have to get right out the throttle. Coming up the S's, Dan the Man has made his move and is up to 6th. Just really struggling so badly now, and I don't want to hold up the team, so I'm going to get out the way for Dan the Man here. Through he comes, come on through. And I'm not going to be able to stop the South African and the Gibram following him through. So, not good at all. We've gone from 5th to 8th in a couple of corners here, but I'm hoping the team will be able to make a move on the rest of them. The Gibram here side by side. Oh, some robust defence there. Am I going to be able to make a move back on them? I think sod it, why not? Gibram gets it well sideways there. And now the captain of the South African team, Sharks Forever here, is right behind us now. As I say, our tyres are shot. That BMW's got some serious grunt as well. Here he goes. Can we hold him off coming down into the first corner? He's side by side with us, late as I can on the brakes, We managed to stave him off just. The Gibram continues his battle there, and Dan the Man, what has gone on with him? I think he's run out of fuel. What an absolute nightmare. So that's just another place lost for us. As we're on the final lap here, the key for us is going to be holding off Sharks Forever. But I think it's going to be a difficult, very, very difficult task. He gets much better drive out the corner and just manages to drive straight round the outside of us. As the battle goes on ahead, you can see in the distance, the Gibram makes his move. Hopefully he'll be able to keep that 4th place, but for us, I think 7th place is on the cards as Sharks Forever just pulls away there. Coming into the final corner, the battle is still going on. 7th place looks like it's there for us, unless, oh, I managed to just hang on to it. Look at the state of those tyres now. The Gibram has to get rid of a penalty, so we pick up a cheeky place, but so do the 2 South Africans in front. And that's the end of the race. So Dr. Rob takes the win, Stevie 2nd, the Ballstein 3rd, and I come through in 6th. So after all that, 58 points for our team, 43 for the South Africans, and we're going to take a 15-point lead going into Interlagos. And that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next round at Interlagos. Cheers.